and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
Cummings here.
Austin Cole here, Charles Cole here.
Griffin here.
Thomas here.
Wait here.
Hi, Sonia.
Everyone's here. Meeting minutes approval of June 20th, 2024. Are there any corrections or additions?
Griffin moved to accept the meeting minutes of June 20th, 2024.
Cummings was second.
Motion by Griffin, second by Cummings to approve the meeting minutes. All in favor?
Aye.
Opposed? Abstained? All right. Motion carried. Citizen input. Hi, Devin. Anything you want to talk about?
Just a couple of things.
Sure.
First, I wanted to say thank you for getting the sidewalks in. They do look fantastic. I'm anxious to try them out soon, once the
The
roads
deer
come in.
already have, and they approved. We
The deer
brought
have?
it out a little bit.
Well, that's fantastic, glad to know that.
Yeah.
The other thing is that I know it's not very timely, but this is the soonest I could get her. I just wanted to say thanks to all the different departments and everybody that was involved in the recent storm. The city just did a fantastic job of recovery.
Yes, very much.
So, really appreciate that. And this is from both me and Janae. She couldn't make it tonight. That's all that I had.
Thank you very much, I appreciate that. And you're here for the agenda, that's what I thought. All right. Yes, thank you very much. Meeting summaries from last minute, they are in your packet as well for the most part, because it's all below, but we'll go in order. Fire and EMS?
We had our monthly MPO training, EMS training, and fire training, right along with the monthly meeting. The crew, the weekend I was gone, which is the weekend that the tornadoes came down, they did an excellent job, along with the police department, and they also assisted Marshall where they had a touchdown in Marshall right off of 73.
They came over to us too. They were two different storms, right? One of them, they were here, and then the next one, that happened to them. So we kind of dual help each other, which is nice. Anything else?
New ammo, the boxes off the old chassis, we should probably be getting that toward the end of August, September, beginning of September.
So they, is that the new one we're supposed to be getting, or
No, the
new
remount.
chassis? Remount one?
The remount,
Got it. Because the other one's not due until next year yet, right?
right. That's on the capital for next year.
Yeah.
That's
Okay.
it.
All righty, thank you. Planning Commission, that is below, resolution, where'd it go? It's 24-21. Library?
Yeah, we approved some policies, just updating. Went through and figured out the time frame for the review for the library director. We're gonna be doing it in August instead of in September.
Okay.
So we have to just have our stuff ready for, actually it's end of July, to be honest. It's our
Okay.
meeting in July, when we're gonna come and have the evaluations for the director. And we discussed the budget, financial monthly report, and that was about it.
We'll be letting you guys know once we firm up the dates for everybody, but we'll be doing the same budget
Yeah.
at the library,
Yeah.
so
That's awesome.
just starting everything.
Okay.
All right, thank you. Water and Light, Tim?
Discuss the wastewater treatment plant. Can you believe that? Shocking. It seems like we do that every meeting. And we also discussed staffing. I'm not sure if everybody's aware, but we did lose
I saw
a
that on here.
lineman that went to another department. Very, has been busy in the hiring process. I'm not exactly sure where he was. Sounded like he was doing some interviews, and it was
Mhm.
close.
Yep.
There's a nod, all right.
And he's been wearing a hard hat a lot lately.
And he's been wearing a hard hat a lot lately.
Keeping them skills, great, nice. All right, okay, thank you. CDA?
We had an update from Matt Rep from Everett. Sounds like there's a lot of moving parts right now, nothing really firmed up, so I would expect a lot of updates in the next coming months here.
He's getting an assistant.
Oh, wow,
Yeah.
moving up.
Yeah, and I'm like, great, so we'll be able to get our reports on time.
Exactly, yep.
Get all these other
He had a
things.
nice spreadsheet that he gave to us.
Oh, good.
Kind of outline.
Good.
So I think that'll be expanding, like I said, in the
Good.
next couple of months here. And then besides that, the only other item is lower on the agenda.
Okay, thank you very much. And finance, Tim?
Everything on finance comes before the council later on, and we started discussing future budget meetings, getting ready to start the 2025 budget.
Yippee, never ends. All right, consent agenda items are also in the packet. If there are any questions or not.
Cummings will make a motion to approve the consent agenda items.
Austin, cool, second.
Motion by Cummings, second by Austin Poole to approve consent agenda items. All in favor?
Aye.
Opposed? Motion carried. Unfinished business, seeing none. Recommendations of boards, committees, and commissions. We have a big pile in finance. Tim?
The financial statements for June of 2024, I'm going to request that be tabled, and I'll make that motion.
Where was that?
Okay.
Treasurer's report isn't on file, so
But the other payroll and general disbursements
we
weren't?
can do those if we want to, but those weren't.
They weren't here?
They're here, it's just everything was tabled.
Okay, sorry, thank you. All right, so motion by Thomas, second by Wire to table that. All right, all in favor?
Aye.
Opposed? Motion carried. All right, start of the resolution road.
Okay, we're going to start with Resolution
Jean's favorite.
2024-24, the DPW purchase of a Burlon grapple. For those that are not familiar with that, what that is, it gets attached to a skid loader and it's for picking up logs. And I will let Chad explain it to you.
Yeah, so basically what Tim said, it's a piece of equipment that's attachment that goes on the front of the Bobcat for assisting with tree and brush removal. I can pick up logs with it, I can feed the chipper with it, it'll make us more efficient, less backbreaking work for myself and other employees. That's about it.
I'm just gonna add that with the recent weather that we've had and the number of trees down, I have seen tree services using a similar item, and I fully agree with the utility, or the Public Works Department needing this item. And I'm gonna make the motion to approve Resolution 2024-24, authorizing the purchase of the Burlon grapple in the amount of $3,820.
Griffin, second.
Motion by Thomas, second by Griffin to approve resolution 2024-24, grapple. And that source is coming out of the funds of the chip seal and cracking that we have left over. Roll call.
Cummings, yes.
Austin, cool, yes.
Charles School, yes.
Griffin, yes.
Thomas, yes.
Where, yes?
Haslett, yes.
Motion carried. Resolution 2024-25. Tim?
Again, this comes out of DPW. It's for the purchase of a burning auger drive. This will also go on the skid loader. It'll be used for digging post holes, digging trees in. Currently, they are using shovels to do all of this, and it, what do you say, how long it took you?
Took us an hour and a half to plant one tree yesterday. I mean, I could take a skid loader up and auger a hole and have it planted in probably 15, 20 minutes tops. To make it more efficient for us. And we've had a lot of trees come down, storm damage,
And we're not
disease,
there.
illnesses,
No.
yes.
Okay,
So this will be for the auger drive and the 30-inch auger bit. He is not getting the 18-inch auger bit, so Thomas make a motion to approve resolution 2024-25, purchase of the Vernig auger bit, the drive and the 30-inch bit in the amount of $5,525. Again, this money is coming out of leftover chip sealing and crack filling.
Griffin, second.
motion by Thomas, second by Griffin to approve resolution 2024-25. Roll call.
Cummings, yes.
Also cool, yes.
Trustees, yes.
Griffin, yes.
Thomas, yes.
Mayor, yes.
Leslie, yes.
Motion carried. Fire department bylaws.
The bylaws is something that the Finance and Personnel Committee, along with the Fire Department, have been working on for a number of months. It's been going back and forth, and I think we are both at a point where we're satisfied with where the bylaws are, the wording of the bylaws. There's still some additional policies and procedures that need to be completed, but that are separate from the bylaws. This doesn't have a resolution. I think we discussed taking it to the council for your information. I don't know that we're gonna send it through council at this point in time. We're gonna forward it to the city attorney for his final review, and then, once we have some of the other paperwork, bring it all back and try and do it as a single resolution. So I guess that's just for information at this point in time.
So the policies are next, but then when that gets approved, then we gotta look at our ordinance, so instead of doing all these separate resolutions, we'll just do it all at one. But we approved it at finance, so they know it's a go, everything's fine, so it's more of just information at this point, just so you know where we're at with it, and more to come.
Okay, Wes?
Yep.
Okay, we're all under the
All
same.
right, so that's just informational.
Okay,
Keep it going.
okay. Items 5E and 5F. I am, 5E
Nope,
is
we're on
resolution.
seven.
Wrong
We're on the wrong
agenda.
one.
Okay,
Seven.
then we'll go to this one.
It does still look the same,
It's
just
the same
different.
order, but yeah.
We'll go to resolution 7A5 and 7A6. 7A5 is resolution 2024-26 from the fire department for the purchase of ceiling fans. And 7A6 is resolution 2024-23. It's for the purchase of a Stryker EVOC chair. There's some questions concerning funding for those items, and the fire department has requested that this be tabled. So I'll make that motion.
Wyatt will second.
Motion by Thomas, second by Ware to approve tabling 7A5 and 7A6. All in favor?
Aye.
Opposed? Motion carried. Last one.
The last one is 7A7, resolution 2024-27. This is the fire department spring replacement. Wes?
So NN 68, they looked at the springs through the annual inspection. The springs are bad on the back of it. At Ron Griffin's request, we had Madison Springs come out. They looked at it as well, and they did recommend that they need to be replaced because they are bad. So the funding for that will come out of the truck maintenance line item, with the approval, with it going to Madison Springs at a little bit lesser cost than fire service.
How many miles are on that truck?
Right off the top of my head, Ron, I can't tell you.
I think the quote's at somewhere around 18,000,
Is it with comment?
but it's some
There's three,
Chassis is 19,882, and engine is 1933, it says on
Yeah,
that.
on the fire service side, yeah. All right.
make a motion to approve resolution 2024-27 for the fire department vehicle spring replacement from Madison Spring Incorporated in the amount of $3,697.79.
Cummings will second.
Motion by Thomas, second by Cummings to approve resolution 2024-27. Roll call.
Cummings, yes.
Austin Cool, yes.
Charles Cole, yes.
Griffin, no.
Thomas, yes.
Ware, yes.
Hassel, yes.
Motion carried. Water utilities contractor application. All right, so, payment number 1 for the utilities is number E7 on your document for $12,600. I'm saying that wrong. Yeah, they'd be enough. Yeah, as soon as I started saying that, I'm like, okay, that's not right. All right, $12,699,152.25.
Cummings will make that motion to approve that set amount.
Charles Cole, second.
Motion by Cummings, second by Charlie Cool to approve said amount, because nobody wants to repeat it. Roll call.
Cummings, yes.
Austin Cool, yes.
Charles Cole, yes.
Griffin, yes.
Thomas, yes.
Ware, yes.
Hassel, yes.
Motion carried. This one's much easier to read. It is the bottom line under item D. It is the budget and funding allocations for $455,997.64.
Cole will make that, Charles Cole will make that motion for that amount.
Cummings will second.
Motion by Charlie Cool, second by Cummings to approve the funding allocation. Roll call.
Cummings, yes.
Austin Cool, yes.
Charles Cole, yes.
Griffin, yes.
Thomas, yes.
Ware, yes.
Hassel, yes.
Motion carried. And the last item is just a report of all the pictures and the fun stuff. How are we doing? I mean, we're still on track to be behind, correct? Nothing's improved in that. We're still on track to be behind. I know, I just want to make sure. Yes,
Well, have we gotten further behind?
still on track to stay behind at the same pace. Good.
Yes.
All right, no other surprises? Good. All right. CBA, Monticello Business Center rental agreement, and I didn't see that in the package. You guys actually have an agreement?
I have, I wrote it up, it's laying on my desk. But he has not signed it or.
Oh, okay, so we don't have.
He has not been in yet.
Okay.
I left him a message, but, it's the same person that used to rent it for the truck. Yeah, he went to Milwaukee for the last 3 or 4 years
Yeah.
and he's very unhappy there. He would just need it for 2 hours a day, maybe not even on Fridays, but it'd be like 9 to 11. I talked to Dennis and I talked to Gabe and you, I think, about, that he was good, I think.
Yeah.
Chad and I talked about it, but, so we haven't had problems with him in the past. It's gonna be a lot less than we did in the past. He's gonna be doing a lot of backing. He's already talked to someone else about doing backing somewhere. I don't know where that is. So we decided to charge him $300 a month. CBA was okay with that the other night. And we just have to have him come in, sign the contract. And we would do the same contract like we did for other people that are renting.
That Ron had, or Gabe had all of that information. Yeah, I know when he was doing it a longer time frame, I think he paid more and then it kind of got reduced. So does he need anything?
No.
I mean, so
I told him
just-
he might have to set up the tables or take the tables down,
Okay.
the chairs, and he said, it's
That's
nothing
all
as
has
an
an overhead,
overhead.
and, so, okay, so
He doesn't need
all
so
that.
much, I'm not
Okay.
sure what changed, I wasn't, I don't know. But, yeah, he said that it would be very easy, that he didn't mind it. I said if we looked at the schedule, so it'd be work around yoga and everything else that
Yeah.
happened.
Okay,
So it was just a good use of the mornings, and he was excited to come back to Waterloo.
so it's a Monday through Friday?
Well, Monday through Thursday, for sure,
Okay.
Fridays, questionable.
Okay,
Yeah.
that's fine.
It'd just be 2 hours, and he said probably not even 2 hours.
So, did CBA approve the contract?
Yes, yes.
So King recommended, do we need to physically see the contract?
I can, actually, next time, it's just the regular park rental.
It's a
that
park
we
rental,
use.
just like we did for everybody else, it's the same
$300 a
contract.
month.
Yeah, that's fine. Okay, what's your pleasure then? We'll we'll have the, you know, she can still post, or she'll have it in the file, so. I don't know
Is it
whoever-
considered any different than a regular park agreement or a rental
No, it's the
agreement?
same document, they got a document for all of that when Yoga came in,
But
and
for
then we had
approval,
Fran.
approval purposes, we don't approve
I
rentals.
think so,
No, I don't
no,
think we
Gabe
need to.
usually does. I think this was probably more informational, just to say, hey,
CEA has
you can
authority,
cross
so
with
they
Right.
that.
approved it.
Right,
They've got the authority there,
right,
absolutely.
yeah, so I don't think we need to go any further than, hey, here's your information.
Thank you.
Yeah, yeah, 'cause we don't approve anything else that way, so that's an FYI, perfect. I'm glad he's back. All right, Planning Commission Resolution 2024-21. She is here. What's that? Judy is here. You said you had a email, right?
Yes,
Okay.
so, we've been going back and forth. There's a few minor changes that need to be finished. Mitch felt that, he's still waiting for him to make the changes, David Reese. So I emailed it to him again today, but Mitch was fine. The changes were very small. He had 3 lines and some of the, if you look at the map, it's circled. It's nothing major. He said, I would just approve it with the, changes we made that have been recommended by the engineer, and we can go forward. We would sign that after we get the updated one. But Mitch was comfortable and the surveyor had looked at it. So,
Do you want to explain what they did? So they increased the size to keep it ag, so it all stayed conforming, because they've got a rather large shed on there. So the first time they came to us, the lot was smaller, then it was out of conformance. And then they decided that they didn't want to mess with that, they'd rather just kind of increase it. So it's basically that property where the house was encompassing the whole shed area. So now that's its own lot, separate from everything else. So some of the little scribblings that are on here, it's just like typos and a degree and kind of.
Minutes and seconds.
Yeah, so you understand what you're looking at, I
Oh,
just see it circled. I don't know what that means, I just know it means something, but anyway, so like she said, Mitch is fine with it, we can approve it, nothing will get signed until the actual document.
Mitch will approve, yeah, what they sent back, and then Mitch can approve it, and we'll sign off on it at that point.
Okay.
We'll make a motion to accept resolution 2024-21 for the whole for land division with edits to be included.
So second.
Motion by Charlie Cool, second by Cummings to approve resolution 2024-21 with edits from the engineer. All in favor?
Aye.
Opposed? Motion carried. Yay, thank you. All right, so that is done. Then we have ordinance 2024-10. Tim, this was part of the finance, wasn't it?
Yes, it was.
2-8, okay.
Yep.
Did I read it somewhere?
We had to make an amendment to section 53-8, ordinance 2024-10, which deals with purchases as the ordinance and our purchasing policy were not in agreement, so we altered the ordinance 53-8 so that we don't have to make future changes, and that the purchasing policy, which has been previously approved, is the guideline. So Thomas will make a motion to approve ordinance 2024-10, an ordinance amending 53-8 covering purchases, grants, and donations. The change to it reads, all purchases, grants, and donations shall follow the City of Waterloo purchasing policy,
Says
purchase
I think so
policy.
second.
Motion by Thomas, second by Cummings to approve ordinance 2024-10. All in favor?
Aye.
Opposed? Motion carried. All right. Yes, you did. Cummings did second. Motion by Thomas, second. Okay. Resolution 2024-22, the 2024-2029, lots of 20s. private well permits, this
So,
is.
yeah, these are just 3 additional people that came in, after, not really after, yeah, it was after the deadline. They had it wrong. So anyways, they came in, they paid, Barry's looked at everything, signed off on it, so they're all good to go.
These were the ones that we talked about the last time, that we knew there was a few outstanding.
Yes.
All right, approved, all good. All right, so that's good to go.
Is there any left?
I think there's still 2. I think there's 2, but they have got no response. She sent the letters and we're,
You're still outstanding?
I believe so.
We have to approve those, or is that just information?
It's a resolution, you do this every year, or every 5
You
years.
you approved the last one at
Yeah.
the last meeting of the first section.
Right. So yes.
I'll make that
Well,
resolution.
there you go. Motion by Thomas, second by Cummings. There we go. Second by Cummings to approve resolution 2024-22. All in favor?
Aye.
Opposed? Motion carried. All right, we're on the second page. We don't normally get that far on the second page. All right, Waterloo Fire Department. Oh, you battling over there? Waterloo Fire Department and police ride-along policy as it is stated. Tim?
Okay, in the packet is the fire department ride-along policy. The police department ride-along policy is not part of the packet, and we are not going to ask for approval of that. Just the fire department ride-along policy separately. During discussion with finance, there were a number of changes in wording, and I will let Jean, because she's the one that wrote them all down.
See if we match, shall we? Let's do that.
Okay, so we're changing under procedure to request a ride-along.
Page one.
It'll say ride-along waiver form and release indemnification and hold harmless agreement will be added in there. And on the next page where it says control of the ride-along, instead of assigned employee, it will be crew chief.
Yay. So the fire department is gonna be a little bit different than the police, but basically it's the same thing, but we're just gonna have them completely separate documents. And then this will just be put in normal form.
Why do
And
I,
the lawyers did approve all of that in your paper too, with the insurance and everything.
it took us a whole lot longer, and a
Yeah,
whole lot more
wasn't that easy?
discussion. And it was only 2 words.
2 seconds. Stop.
Sorry.
Thomas, make a motion to approve the fire department ride-along policy only with the corrections as identified.
Charles Poole, second.
Motion by Thomas, second by Charles Cool to approve the fire department ride-along policy with corrections. All in favor?
Aye.
Opposed? Motion carried. All right, so future agenda items and announcements. Don beat me to it, so I did want to talk about the sidewalks. Done, so that is happening over there on, the whole McKay Way process by the trailhead and on, South Monroe, I think is what you call it. It could be, it could be anything. Anyway, so that's done. Parking lot is a little delayed. I'll let Chad talk about that for a second, but we did get the side done. I don't know if we're gonna plant anything yet this year, but we do have trees planned for the front when that happens. So you can chat a little bit about the parking lot, because that just kind of got delayed a smidge because of the road closure yet.
Yeah, the DOT has not opened up State Highway 89 yet, so RT Bagley will be getting material out of the Link Pit in Columbus, which is a limestone product, and it's like an 18-mile detour to get around, so he's gonna start roughly August 5th. Hopefully the DOT's got the road open, and we can start.
Why is that road not open?
As of Tuesday, it's supposed to actually
Because
open
it
up
is
Friday.
like, you can drive it, I drove it today. I mean, I did not drive it today. I did not do that today, I'm just joking.
On camera.
I thought about it, and then I turned around.
You considered it.
And I drove around the right way.
The 18-mile.
I did, yeah,
mile.
because I didn't have to get anywhere, I had a long time.
Something about grinding the, what'd you call it, the reflectors?
They had to do some grinding on the fog, they grind the fog line down into the pavement so the plows don't chip paint off, but apparently there was some issues with that, and some washouts with the heavy rains that we've had, and I don't know. Dealing with DOT sometimes takes a little longer too.
No, I've never experienced that. So the project is still gonna stay on track as far as getting done before Wiener and Kraus,
Yep.
so.
Yeah, he only, Ryan from RT Bagley Company, he only figures it's gonna take him a month, so it gives us a 2-week buffer for weather and stuff.
Perfect. So we should still be good, so just, everybody knows that's happening. And then the other thing, Trek was here, they had a meeting with all of us here. They were awarded the USAC Collegiate Road Nationals. So that's a pretty big deal, so that'll be here May 2nd through the 4th in '25. So be anticipating normal road closures and all kinds of stuff, so everything will be published well in advance and people will know what's going on, but it's, I think it's Friday, Saturday here, and then the final laps that they do is around the Capitol on that Sunday, so. So people bid for this, so it's a pretty big deal, so.
Came for work, public.
Yeah,
It was- Yeah, the last 2 years.
Yeah,
Yeah.
so. It's good.
Yeah. So they got a lot of, so the planners from Trek were here to talk about everything and the amount of people and
Yeah, it's gonna be
what we
a
can
lot
get
of
ready
people.
for, yeah, yeah. And it's gonna be funky coordinating because it's not just our county. Once they leave over the hill, now you're in Dane County. So then they'll come in by Marshall, what is it?
So the road is gonna go out, they're gonna go out McKay Way down Highway O.
They have 2 different routes they're doing.
On Friday, they're gonna go down Highway O to just about to the interstate and then come back. On Saturday, they're gonna go out McKay
Again,
to Highway O to Vythe Road to Power Line Road to Box Elder, Cherry 19 and back up Waterloo Road.
yeah.
Um,
Yeah.
So one of the things that I gotta work on for that is we have to have a contract because they want EMS, 2 EMS units. And since part of that is in some Prairies territory, I did talk with Chief Garrison. Now I just gotta get a hold of him again because they wanna have a meeting with him and myself. So we'll have to come up with a contract for that particular event, because they want one ambulance to follow around, and then one to be stationary.
Did they also want a police too to follow, or is it just the ambulance that needed to follow? I thought they needed police
think it
too,
was-
which is the same scenario. multiple
They talked
times.
about it, but I suggested if they're gonna go that route to get Dane County, because 90% of it's in Dane County.
Correct, right. So, good. So there'll be more to come, so they started the initial conversation, but I just wanted to congratulate Trek, and that's good news.
I have a couple things before
You
we
go right ahead.
I just wanted to mention again that the Fill the Squad is going to be August 13th at the park. So everybody should remember that and bring school supplies and enjoy your night there. Also, election. The next election will be August 13th. In-person voting starts July 30th. Regular hours of City Hall, you can come in, register, and early vote. It's just like an absentee vote, if you'd like to. But otherwise, voting will be from 7 till 8 on August 13th.
There you go. All right, anybody else?
Who makes a motion to adjourn?
Second.
Motion by Trustee Clues, second by Trustee Giordano. All in favor? Aye. Opposed? Motion carried. Have a wonderful-
Spot.